Hello everyone, this is Sunita, Assistant Professor of English, Maharani Commerce College, Mysore. In this YouTube channel of mine, I am going to talk and explain different units prescribed in the syllabus of language English for the undergraduate students by the University of Mysore. Today I have taken up the topic Letters of Complaints and Settlements in Business Correspondence and how to compose these letters. Before that, let's first talk about the terms like communication, business communication and business or commercial correspondence along with different types of business letters. First, let's talk about communication. If we look at its etymology, the word communication is derived from the Latin word communicare, which means to share in English. So we can say communication is a process or a way to share our ideas, feelings, emotions, facts or other informations using medium like verbal, non-verbal, visuals, graphics, writing and others. Then why do we need communication, or what's the importance of communication? As we all know, we humans are basically social animals, and at all the stages of our lives, we do communicate with people for different reasons with different motives. It may be in our personal lives or in our professional lives. In communication, usually there must be at least two people. One is called as a sender or a speaker and another a receiver of communication. So, when the objectives behind the communication reaches this receiver completely, or when he succeeds in interpreting the motives of the sender's communication 100%, then it's actually called as fidelity of communication. If you want me to put it in a simple way, if the words, meanings and purpose of a person behind communication reaches another person completely when they are communicating with each other, then we can say fidelity of communication has actually happened there. This is essential in our lives because what we communicate, it must reach the people and they must interpret without any difficulties. This fidelity of communication usually happens only when we communicate effectively by mastering all the communicative skills. So, we can also say a man who masters communicative skills definitely succeeds in his life. So, that's all that I have tried to tell in briefly about communication. Now, let's talk about the term business communication. Just like in our personal or professional lives, communication happens in business field too for many reasons with different objectives among different people at many levels using the same media. This business communication actually can be classified mainly into two types. One is internal communication and another one is external business communication. First, let's talk about internal communication. Internal communication actually happens when within an organization at three levels: upward, downward and lateral. Upward internal business communication flows from lower level to higher level in an organization. That is, when employees or subordinates give information and other things through templates, surveys, reports and others. Downward internal business communication flows from higher level to lower level when the management or higher authorities give information to the workers or subordinates through circulars, directive letters, memos, and others. The third level, lateral internal business communication, actually flows from one department to another department in an organization. That is among co-workers or employees through messages, emails, discussions, and others. So that's all about internal business communication that happens within an organization. Now let's talk about the second main type of business communication, that is external business communication. This external business communication happens actually between two organizations or between an organization and its customers or partners or with government entity. Now let's talk about business correspondence or commercial correspondence, which is actually a part of business communication in business field or in organization. This business correspondence happens only through letters in organizations or in business field. It may be printed or handwritten letters. These letters are sent and received through emails, fax, or by post for different reasons with different objectives in business field. This business communication or commercial correspondence may happen between two organizations or between an organization and its customers or within an organization. Then you may get a doubt, why do we need to compose letters when we can easily talk about business over the phone, just like we do in our personal lives? It's not that phones are not used in business transactions. People use it too. But business letters in business correspondence work like recorded documents in business field. In case of any legal cases, they act as written evidence because with the expanse of business transactions across the world, business activities have spread all over the world. Moreover, in all the types of businesses, huge money is invested, like in industries, wholesale transactions, retail outlets, banks, transport, and many other fields. And this business correspondence actually includes an interaction with government and other agencies too for obtaining the needful licenses and permissions for carrying on businesses. At all these steps, letters need to be composed so they can be used as records and for references in future. Moreover, these business letters or business correspondence create cordial and credible relationships in the context of business between two organizations or between two companies. Hence, it's very important to compose business letters effectively in business field or in organizations. So in business correspondence or commercial correspondence, these are different types of business letters that are being used in business field or in organizations, which I have listed in the video. You can pause the video and make a note of all these different types of letters. So among them, the main important business letters are inquiry and reply letters, offers and quotations, orders and execution or cancellation letters, complaint and settlement or adjustment letters, about which we are going in detail in the next part of this video, banking correspondent and many others. So now let's discuss on letters of complaints and settlements or adjustments. As a type of business letter, these are composed in the business field in different situations by different people for different reasons. Because today business world is enormous and full of complexities. In such a condition, many mistakes or errors happen in the process of purchasing and selling products or while providing services to customers. For instance, a seller may send damaged goods, defective goods, or may delay in dispatching a particular consignment. These mistakes may happen knowingly or unknowingly from the side of sellers, but a buyer or customer has the right to protest against such an inefficient services and may demand a claim for compensation. So, a complaint is actually a statement pointing out an error or a mistake or a defect or deficiency or delay in sending a consignment. It's a protest against an inefficient service. It's usually from the buyer's side, and a complaint is followed by a claim or demand to correct the error. Then when there is a complaint, how can a seller sit without doing anything passively? He needs to take necessary action and rectify that error which causes predicaments for the buyer. In that process, a seller must be poised and courteous in tone while composing such a settlement or an adjustment letter. Even when a buyer is wrong or when the complaint is invalid, then also a seller must be poised and must point out the truth with politeness and logic. Hence, we can say an adjustment or a settlement is a type of a letter where the sellers usually rectify their mistakes or when they settle the complaint in a polite way. So the definitions I have given in the video, you can pause the video and read it or make a note of them. If we look into the causes which make buyers to make a complaint or compose a complaint letter, they are when a seller supplies a consignment of wrong goods or a low quality goods or a damaged product, or when he makes mistake in calculating a bill, or if he delays in dispatching the goods, or even when he differs in the terms and conditions of payment. Then actually a buyer or customer can make a complaint or compose a complaint letter. So these are the causes or reasons which actually compel the customers to make complaint against sellers. So while composing a complaint letter, one must keep in mind the following points. First, an expression of gratitude for sending a consignment and an expression of regret to draw the attention of the seller towards the complaint. Then there must be a reference to the order number and date. Thirdly, an outline of the cause of complaint, followed by a nature of inconvenience a buyer or a customer went through because of the error happened from the side of seller. It also must include how the buyer wants the seller to rectify a mistake. And finally, a polite request to take an action as soon as possible. So these are some of the points one must include and keep in mind while composing a letter of complaint. With that, I'll end this video, and I hope that you have understood the points that I have explained today, like about communication, business communication and business correspondence, along with letters of complaints and settlements. In the next part of this video, I will explain how to compose letters of complaints and settlements with different parts of a business letter. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you once again.